What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone 3 in Kappa mode. So guys, I was done with the overloaded mod, but you guys gave me so many comments after the last episode on how to get this thing hooked up. We're doing it one more time, and I have it working right now. So the way this is set up is we have the energy receiver going into an infinity capacitor, into an energy extractor, into the energy pylon, which is sending power over to the ball. The way it's set up over on this side at a reactor is we just have the infinity capacitor directly on our ultimate energy output hatch that has all of the power in it, and this is going into a hyper energy sender. Okay, so we are sending power, so it finally is working. Unfortunately, it's only sending 2.14 GRF, which is, I mean, it's fast, but it's kind of slow compared to what we were doing. 2.14, if we get rid of this guy and then we connect this back up, I think we were doing something like 50 GRF or something before. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the infinity capacitor as well. And we're just going to connect that back up. And over at the ball, yeah, we're doing like 53.3 GRF. So while this thing is cool and everything, the whole reason why I even want to look at that in the first place is because I'm pretty sure somebody said, or at least I recall somebody saying, is that it would transfer all of the power from the reactor into the Dragon Ball like instantly. If we're doing it at 2 point whatever GRF, that is way slower than what we can do it. So yeah, I'm pretty much done looking at that thing going forward now. So Tome, let me go ahead and grab this so we can unlearn all that extra stuff. Yeah, we're done. We're done with the overloaded energy transfer. It's cool that we have another way of doing it, and I would like to get rid of this cable that we have here, this conduit, or a flux duct, but whatever. So again, if you missed the last few episodes, we're currently in a holding pattern waiting for 22 stacks of every type of singularity. Well, I guess 1,386 of each particular singularity, and we currently have 1,230, so we're, well, 1,230 at the lowest, well, 1,229, I guess, on the Jade one, but anyway, we're getting pretty close, guys, we're getting pretty close. We need this amount so we can make ourselves 8 of the chaotic planks for the creative chest, and then we'll have enough left over to make another plank so we can duplicate it. So we're technically making 9. Anyway, so yeah, we're getting pretty close on that. You guys had, well, actually, after last episode, I had thought about that creative tank that we made, and I decided to get that hooked up over here so we don't have to worry about keeping our other dimension with the essence loaded. And you guys had mentioned that to me. I think somebody tweeted at me, like, after I'd done this. But yeah, so we are now using their creative fluid tank to make all of the essence. We don't have to worry about keeping this thing refilled all the time and having to do like a bunch of chains of the quantum tanks or whatever. Yeah, so it's so much better now. I like it. Anyway, so while we are still waiting on getting those singularities, we have a bunch of these other quests to do making creative items. So let's take a look at this everlasting grid power, the creative mill. We'll bookmark that. So this is going to require us to have some Gaia pylons, which is EMCable. Infinity ingots, we can easily do. Demon ingots, we made a bunch earlier on. I'm pretty sure we have some. Yeah, we have almost a stack of those. Okay, what else do we got? Back to here. So we need double compressed cobblestone. That's easy. So some different mills, creative essence, superheater. Anything else crazy? Evil infused ingots. I'm not sure if we've made those yet, but those can be done in the enchanter with iron and nether stars. Both are EMCable, but this item is not, so we can do that. Let's see, a radiant star, Amara. Is that something that we've done before? Ooh, we're gonna have to get some astral sorcery going here. A radiant star. No, it doesn't look like we've made one of those. So we need the Amara. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm going to have to relearn how to do Astral Sorcery. It's been a minute since we last did that. I know in order for us to do this, we have to get ourselves an attuned crystal. So this one is attuned to whatever this one is, but we need the one for Amara. And we can only do that if Amara is in the sky. I don't remember if we have any other attuned crystals. I don't think we've attuned anything else except for the Horologium for our speedy up ritual that we use oh so often. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of Astral Sorcery. We need to get ourselves the book here for one. And the book under Constellations, Amara. So this is what we need, this thing. But actually what we need is to shift right click and grab that out of here. All right, so I'll hold this in my hand. Actually, I'll hold it in my offhand. So what this is going to do is it should light up here for the different constellations. Let me go ahead and get rid of this stuff. Yeah, we don't want the one that's already been selected here, but all of these blue particles are where we need to place these different spectral relays. So we'll place one here, there, right there, this one, and there. Okay, so we're not getting anything happening here, which I assume is because the constellation isn't in the sky this night. We can kind of see all the constellations if I fly up, all the ones that are available. And yep, it is not there. Okay, well, that means we get to sleep and then click our little blood magic thing right here to set it to nighttime and keep doing this over and over until that ritual is activated, and then we can attune a crystal to it. So let's do that. We'll make it nighttime. Does this show up? I think you have to wait a few moments after you click the blood magic thing. But anyway, let me continue doing this until we get the correct constellation in the sky. Okay, so it looks like Amara is right here. I think that's the constellation. Oh, there we go. Now this thing is lit up. All right, so we have the constellation available for us to attune with. So we want to attune some kind of a crystal. It does not have to be a celestial crystal. It could just be a regular rock crystal. In fact, I'll just grab one of these since these things are super cheap. Yeah, we just need something that's attuned so we can throw into here so we can get that particular thing. Can you right click that? Do I have to queue it? There we go. All right, so this takes just a few moments here for it to attune. Eventually, my magnet will pick it up once Astral Sorcery is done with it, and then we can use that in a crafting recipe. All right, so we are just about there now. My magnet's still trying to pick it up, but Astral Sorcery is like, nope. There it is. Awesome. Okay, so now that we have that, we can remove this one and put that in there, and now we have Amara. Awesome. So we need a radiant star, Amara. So we have the constellation in the thing ready to go. We need a shifting star. Actually, hold on a second. How many of these do we need? We need Amara and Amara. So we need 2 of them. So I need to make 2 shifting stars. And those are made with some aquamarine, ruined marble, illumination, liquid starlight. Okay, I'll just go ahead and craft these up real quick. All right, guys, so we should be about ready here. We have our shifting stars. Yep, that required some liquid starlight that I was able to get from over here, which we haven't really touched in a long time. But yeah, this is where we were making our liquid starlight forever ago. This recipe, if we take a look at it, it does require 6 items. And those have to go on these spectral relay things that we were using over here for our attunement. Same exact items. So we need 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then we should be ready to go here. So if we do a shift right click on there, or I guess just a right click would work too, and then we grab the resonating wand. Yeah, we can start up this recipe. This might take a little bit of time. It's got a cool animation that's happening, but yeah, it's requesting specific items. So let's put a stardust here, and then it's going to need illumination powder, it looks like. I know iron is another ingredient that this thing's gonna want. Okay, so we got that done. This guy, gotta play the little game. Where does it want the different items? Is this another iron? Another iron. Okay, so now this recipe should be satisfied, and it should, however long it takes to craft, it should go ahead and craft it. Yeah, hopefully we didn't miss anything else. I think that's all we needed to do, though. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so now we have an irradiant star, Amara. So I'll go ahead and repeat that one more time because we do need 2 of those. With the ritual anchor, making the stone burnt out of the polished stone, pretty easy in the resonator. So we got that hooked up here. I just realized now that this flare from Botania is still here. I completely forgot that was even around anymore. But yeah, anyway, I noticed that because of the particles off our ritual anchor there. So moving on here, if we take a look at everything that we have for the creative mill, we are just missing the generators. So we need windmills, lava mills. I guess we should bookmark those. So windmills, lava mills, all of these require the stone burned, by the way. Dragon, egg mill, I guess I should hit backspace, fire mill, and finally the water mill. Okay, so all of those are in here. So let's make the water mill. I think well, actually, I'm not even sure. I was gonna say we need 4, but I guess we only need 2 water mills. So let's make those. So 2 water mills, and we'll put the stone burned in here. So 1, 2, awesome. So that goes away. Fire mill, I think it was the same 2 of those. Okay, the dragon egg mill, I think is the one that requires 3, and that requires a special item here, eye of redstone. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll make 3 of those. Awesome. And I think it's just 2 of everything else. So 2 lava mills. And finally, 2 windmills. Cool. All right, so is that everything now? Can we do this creative mill? It looks like it's sweet. All right, so there we go. Another creative item made. Awesome. So previous to us making this creative mill, all of our what is it? Like the grid power? I was gonna say EMC. Our grid power has been made over here. Yeah. Not a whole lot of power, to be completely honest, but it was enough to get us through the series. So I will just go ahead and get rid of these water source blocks since we don't need that anymore. All of this will go away. We can finally clean up this and get rid of that. Sweet. So the only thing we need to do now is just place down the creative mill, and I'm just going to stick it over here since that's where our grid power is being generated previously. Yeah, so now we're making 10,000 grid power. And that should be used on anything that we want, so we could fully upgrade our enchanter if we wanted to. Yep, so we got 10,000 grid power for anything, which is awesome. All right, so that was a fairly useful creative item so far. All right, so moving on, we need Everlasting Cell. This is the Applied Energistics creative power source. That requires us to have some infinity ingots, night metal ingots, which I'm sure we have. We need 5 dense energy cells, some more creative essence, EMCable spatial component, palladium ingot, yeah, more of that, wither-proof block. This doesn't have EMC. All right, so we need 4 of those. Blocks of Encinium. Okay, well, let's make the wither-proof if we don't have that already. Wither-proof, and we already have those. Awesome. Okay, so it's just a matter of me gathering all of the other materials here because I don't think there's anything else special. And the Encinium, we have those blocks ready to go as well. Cool. Let me just go ahead and gather the rest of these materials. Aha, so this isn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. It's almost as easy, but not quite. So this isn't the Encinium I thought it was. This is the Encinium ingot block, not the essence block. The essence block, no big deal. We already can spawn those in. This requires the ingots, and these ingots require us to have Gaia Spirit ingots in order to make it. Yep, that's the only way. And the Gaia Spirit ingots require 4 of the Gaia Spirits per ingot to make the Gaia Spirit ingot. So really what we need to do is make enough to make 9 Gaia Spirit ingots so we can spawn those in and never have to worry about it again. So Gaia Spirit ingot. Yeah, you can see we only have 30 of those. I think we need 36 to make 9 of these, right? Yeah, we're missing 6. So that means we need to spawn in the Guardian of Gaia again. It's been a minute. I'm just going to spawn in using one of these. Hopefully we'll get enough with this 1 kill. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while since we last did this, but we should have all of the stuff ready to go to do this. So, be right back. All right, well, it dropped 16 of the Gaia Spirits, which left us with 6 left over after making 9 of these Gaia Spirit ingots, so we can make ourselves the block. And the block can be transformed back and forth using the factorizer. You can't just do it in your thing, in your grid. Well, anyway, so there's this guy, and then we need to get ourselves our Wand of Animation once again, and a Mob Imprisonment tool. So animate it, capture it. So now we have Gaia Spirit. I guess we should also rename this thing so I know what's in here. All right, so we'll do that. This guy, that guy, and Gaia Spirit Ingot block. Guess we'll just call it Gaia Spirit. Awesome. All right, so we'll go do like we normally do and throw that in here. Just remove like whatever the item is on the top one here. Grab that. What's in here? Oh, that's right. I did go through here and I removed our 8x obsidian because we have way too much EMC right now. I know, weird, way too much EMC. We're never going to use it, and we just keep making more and more and more. So I went ahead and I freed up the one that was making the EMC since we really don't need it anymore. Anyway, we'll go ahead and throw that in there. We'll put that in here, and we'll start making our Gaia Essence ingot blocks, and then we can use the factorizer to turn that back into something that's usable for us. We will need those blocks later on. I was kind of looking at that recipe. So what do we got here? Nothing. Oh, that's right. They just go directly into Applied Energistics now. So Gaia. Yeah, there we go. So there's all the blocks that we are making. So now we can always make these in the future. But we don't need to make like a crazy amount right now, and I don't think we need singularities made of those. So I'll just go ahead and stop this and remove this until we need it later. All right, so I went ahead and I made 9 Encinium ingots, made an Encinium block, animated it, spawned it in, exact same thing we just did. So I did that off camera because we don't need to see it again. And we should now have everything for our creative energy cell. I mean, everything went in there, but I don't see the item. So if I click here, okay, there we go. Creative energy cell, nice. So that's the second recipe we've seen that does that, where you put the item in there and it doesn't show the resulting item, but thankfully we can just go ahead and click it out anyway. So creative energy cell means that we can, I believe, are we still doing anything with the Spectre energy injector? There is still something using that power. I'm not sure what it is, but we can move it off here, and we're going to put our creative energy cell right there. So that should provide our entire Applied Energistics system power all of the time. I guess we could replace one of these if we wanted to, but yeah, that's the constant power source. Maybe I'll go ahead and just place this over here or something. I don't want to have that sitting on the controller block giving it power. Maybe we'll just set it on the ground, or I'm not sure what to do with this thing. I guess we can place it over here. Spectre energy. Okay. I don't know what's using power off the Spectre energy. I think people had mentioned before that it's my creative Spectre charger thing, although I can't imagine that we're using that much power. This thing over here, our enchanter, had a Spectre energy injector on it as well, which I removed earlier, so if there's anything else using the Spectre energy, I'm not aware of what it is. But anyway, so now we have that set up, yet another creative item, which is awesome. So the next one in this section is the Everlasting Compressor. Okay, so this is Pneumaticraft, which is awesome. Void Sigil, better than a Swiffer. All right, so a Void Sigil requires Void Reagent plus a reinforced slate. I'm not sure if we have a Void Reagent. Does not appear that we do. So how do you make a Void Reagent from Blood Magic? Oh, that's easy. So 2 string, gunpowder bucket, and then you just need 64. Well, it needs a minimum of 64, but only drains 10. So bucket, gunpowder, and 2 string. Bucket, gun, powder, and 2 string. Okay. Did it need anything else? It needs a tartaric gem. I think we should have everything set up. We haven't had to use this thing in a long time. Yeah, we got plenty of will in here. All right, so we'll just place that, that, and that. Spread those out. There it goes. So now we are making the thing, and that'll give us our Void Reagent. Awesome. Okay, so now to make the Void Sigil, we need a reinforced slate, which I don't think we have extras. We have blank slates. Search for slate. Yeah, blank slate in here as well. All right, so we need to make a reinforced slate, which is pretty easy. So if we set the filter, it's already set. Awesome. So all you gotta do is just place this blank slate in here and just wait a moment. Once this thing turns into the reinforced slate, our item translocator will extract it, and then we'll be good to go. All right, so now that we have the blank slate, or I guess the reinforced slate, we can take our arcane ashes, right-click that on the ground, and then we click in, I don't remember the order. We have to do both of these, but I don't know which order. So if I do that one, then this one. Okay, well, it looks like something's happening. We're definitely getting an animation of some description here. Is that going to make our void reagent? Hopefully so. Or I'm sorry, the void sigil out of the void reagent. Okay, so we have the void sigil. That's simple. So now that we have that, we need to go ahead and make the rest of these different things. All right, so I need to get myself 8 advanced PCB. And we have 2 of them, so let's go ahead and craft up 6 more. I don't know what the cost is on this. We need cyan plastic 12 and 24 yellow. Okay, well, before I do any more of that, because that's something we can just easily auto-craft, we're going to need some gray plastic. We're going to need these flux compressors. I believe we made this before. This is what's currently powering our whole system. Okay, so that's all doable. Pressure chamber wall, extreme alloy, compressed iron, advanced plating. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we even have some of those in the system. Chamber valves, corallium plate, that's EMC, HDPE sheets. We have HDPE right here. Yeah, so we take that and we put that into the enrichment chamber, enriching factory. I'm gonna just take this off, sort. It has to have 3 per in order to do a thing. So there's 5 HDPE. So that should be all that we need, and I'll put this back on sort. Okay, anything else that we need in here? The advanced air compressor zircalloy, which is zirconium, dust, or ingots plus tin in the alloy furnace. And zirconium comes from a rock crusher, I'm pretty sure, right? The rock crusher with diorite. Yeah, we've done that before, or things very similar to that. All right, well, I'll go ahead and get the rest of this done here. I can't imagine there's going to be anything else crazy that we haven't seen yet. So let me do that. We'll be back. So I'm trying to make 4 flux compressors at this point, and it's saying that we don't have unassembled PCBs, which I thought was kind of weird because I'm pretty sure we had set that up, but apparently we didn't. So in order to make printed circuit boards, well, yeah, I mean, we need the unassembled PCB. And in order to make that, we need this whole setup, which I guess we originally did with etching acid, and I must have made a bunch of them, or maybe I just manually placed in a bunch of unassembled PCBs into here and it did the thing. I don't know, but I would like to automate this. So we need an empty PCB, which is going to come from the pressure chamber by doing all that stuff in there. But we need to take the empty PCB and then run it through this, which apparently we never set up. So we need an interface. And we'll do that so we can input into this chest, and then this can extract from that and do the thing. And then I guess over here, this should be another interface. So let's grab that. So interface. And this one, we are not going to show up on the terminal because this is just going to be an input. So once this gets done with whatever it's doing, it'll place into here, which go back into our Applied Energistics system. All right, so we'll go ahead and get both of these hooked up. So let's grab some ME glass cable. We want the lime stuff. All right, so we do this, that, and then we got to go around this pressure tube. Cool, and then up into there. All right, so both of those are going to be connected into probably this line. And this has 4 of 8 channels, and this has 6 of 32, so we are good to connect that up. So I'll just go ahead and run a line right over here. Did that connect? Oh, that's green cable. I thought we were using lime everywhere. I guess we're using green everywhere, huh? Oh, my mistake. ME glass cable. We have the lime, or yeah, we were using the lime when we were setting up the other thing. all of our singularities because we had to alternate and keep channels separated and all sorts of stuff like that. Yeah, my mistake. Ooh, 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 ooh. You go back into there. Gotta be careful. All right, well, let me go ahead and get this hooked up real quick. All right, so the next part of this is we have to do this. So we need an empty PCB is going to equal an unassembled PCB, and that has to be done in a processing pattern. So we'll do that, and we don't need any of this other stuff. Okay, so just those two items. Hopefully I don't have some kind of weird NBT data on this. Doesn't look like it. And then we can just throw that over into this guy right here. Okay, so now I assume, I haven't even checked this, I probably should. We have empty PCB? We don't have empty PCB done either, so we're gonna need a recipe for this guy. And that's done in the pressure chamber with all these different things. All right, so let's get another recipe set up for that one as well. So this guy, empty PCB. I feel like this is something we should have had set up earlier, but I guess I just made a bunch of them in bulk by hand, and we haven't gone through this many yet. I guess, I don't know. All right, so this is the insertion. I don't know. Wait a second, is that? No, this is the insertion over here. Okay, so we'll place that here. So that should make an empty PCB. So let's go ahead and do that. Empty PCB, we'll just make one for right now. And we're missing green plastic. So I will tell this to make a full stack of green plastic. So we have that for the future. All right, so make me one empty PCB. So that should all go into here, and that's not going to get extracted since the way we're extracting this automatically is we have a pattern set. So I need to remove this guy, right click onto here and add that to our pattern. Then I can put this interface back and make sure that's set to not show on the terminal. I could probably turn that to a cable interface so we can click through, but I guess it's fine. Anyway, so now that we have that, we should be able to automatically eject those. All right, so if we craft up 2 printed circuit boards, we should use our current empty PCB through here, and we should see another one pop into here to be made to do another thing. So let's see if both of those things happen. So we're missing 6 cyan plastic, easy enough. I'll just go ahead and grab a full stack of cyan plastic as well. Okay, so that's ready to go, that. And then let's get back over here so we can see what's going on. Cool. And make me printed circuit board 2 of those. We got everything. All right, so start it up. All right, so this is grabbing a thing that's making some more stuff over here. Awesome. And then this laser thing is running. Is this as fast as this can go? I'm trying to right click on something. So the speed upgrades here. Yeah, we probably can go ahead and add in more speed upgrades. Do we even have any? We don't have any. So the speed upgrades, the recipes for those, we need lube. I don't remember. So we have the lubricant, automatic lubricator. Where did we make lube before? Is it over here? Is it one of these? So this has fuel, kerosene, diesel. Huh. I don't remember where we made the lubricant before. If we click through, I'm just kind of curious real quick how we made this because it's been a while. So the recipe comes from the lubricant bucket and the lubricant comes from, oh, the Amadron, right. Is that how we did that before? So we can take diesel and the thermo-pneumatic processing plant and turn it into lubricant. We can do it in the refinery. I don't remember how we did this before. Interesting. I might just go ahead and do this if we want to make more of those, which we probably do. This should be fully upgraded. So I think this was our Amadron storage. And then we need a tank. So let's grab a tank real quick. One of those should be fine. We'll just stick that right here. And I think you do a shift right click on it. Okay. So if I wanted to get some lubricant, I also need to get some emerald. All right, well, I ordered like 24 buckets of lubricant with the 2 stacks of emeralds that we had, And now we should be able to place in the rest of our speed upgrades into our assembly controller. Now, will our pressure be able to keep up with that request? Hopefully it will. So if we do the PCB once again, and I tell it to craft up, or I guess printed circuit board. If I tell it to craft up 2 more of those, let's just kind of see like if it can keep up and how fast it goes. So we got to do this portion over here real quick to make the empty PCB. All right, so we got all the items going in there just fine. Running, and it's got the thing, we're running low on power. So it's going as fast as it can, which is faster than what I was doing before. Even though we're not keeping up on the max pressure, I think we're still fine though. This is still way faster than what I was doing before, and I'm perfectly okay with that, which is awesome. Okay, so now that we have that able to be done, we can go ahead and make 4 of these flux compressors. And let's tell the system to do that. Are we missing anything else for this craft? We are missing these turbine blades. Okay, so turbine blade is made. I think I made these accidentally with gold or something, yeah? So redstone and gold, there it is. Okay, so we need 24 redstone and 12 gold. 24 redstone. And then gold, 12 gold. I think I'm just gonna do this manually. So that'll go in there, I'll make the thing, and then I'll extract manually as well, since this isn't something that we need to automate. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we need Flux Compressor and 4 of these, and we should be good to go to make this last creative item. All right, guys, so here we go. There is the creative compressor. We have all of the parts. That's awesome. Yet one more creative item done. That feels pretty good. All right, so a creative compressor says sneak for info, so press shift. Max pressure 30 bar, creative only block used to generate any pressure you would like to test setups. So I guess we could have one of these going all of the time to power like this, and one of them over here to put, this takes 20 bar, doesn't it? I'm trying to right click on this, not open my thing. No, this is 5. And this one is 5 as well. So I guess we could put it at like 4.9 or something and pressurize this system. I thought we had a higher pressure 20 bar going somewhere else. Is it this? This can be up to 20, I suppose. But yeah, I guess we're doing 5 per everywhere else. So how does this work? If I place this down, I do a shift right click. Oh, you just right click. Okay. So it starts off at 0 bar or whatever, and then you can set it. So if we wanted to like do 4.9 or maybe 4.7, we would do that. Now if I break it and set it back down, okay, so it loses everything every time. All right, so if we come down here, I should be able to just place this, I guess, right here or somewhere in the middle, so it'll bump up the pressure. Yep, we can do that. So we'll place it right here, and we'll tell this thing to go to 4.7. I think that'll be appropriate. So this should be at 4.7 now. Now, the other question is, printed a circuit. If I tell it to make these, does that keep the pressure where it needs to be every time? Or does it still drop down a little bit because of all of the upgrades, the speed upgrades we have in there? So the pressure is going down, but it's staying in the green. So this is going as fast as it needs to go, which is awesome. Great. Just exactly what I would expect from a creative item. All right, so that means our pressure chamber here should always be at like 4.7 as well. It's got a large volume of air, so it takes a while to repressurize. But yeah, that's awesome. Okay, very cool. Well, anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap the episode up here for today. We knocked out a few more creative items. Yeah, we got the everlasting grid power, the everlasting cell, and the everlasting compressor done. So it looks like we have Embers and Botania remaining for this section, and then we have to get into the Chaos Ingots. Hopefully, by the time we need the Chaos Ingots, we're able to make those. Really, we're kind of hoping that we can make those Chaos Planks here very, very soon. But anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.